Chapter 3a, Circuit Theorem, DC Analysis. This chapter is aimed to explain the superposition principle in solving problems related to electric circuit, and then explain the source transformation principle. Students should be able to apply the superposition principle for solving the electric circuit problem. Use the technique learned in Chapter 1 and 2 for finding the currents and voltage. And lastly, apply the source transformation principle and draw the circuit for solving the electric circuit problem. This chapter will cover 6.1 Superposition Principle, 6.2 Source Transformations. Superposition Theorem. Superposition theorem is applied when the circuit consists two or more sources that are not in series or parallel. Why? Please find the answer by finding it through the books or any web and information sources. Assume that each source is worked independently and the algebraic sum is found to determine a particular unknown quantity of the network. Superposition states that the current through or voltage across an element in a bilateral network is equal to the algebraic sums of the currents or voltage produced independently by each source. It means that if you have more than two sources, you have to choose only one source and then terminate the other source. In order to terminate the other source, if the circuit consists of voltage source, you have to short circuit that source. And if the circuit consists of current source, you have to open circuit that current source. This is the process of superposition. For example, if the circuit consists of two sources, the step will be first you have to consider the effects of source 1 and then disable the other source and then find the I primes or V prime. And then the next step will be you have to consider the effects of source 2 and then disable the other source which is source 1, then find the I double prime or V double prime. After you already find the I prime and I double prime, total up the currents or the voltage by do a summation of I prime plus with I double prime or V prime plus with V double prime. As if the circuit consists of three sources, the same step will be, first step will be, you have to consider the effects of source 1 and then disable the other two sources, which is the second source and the third source, and then find the values of I primes or V primes. The next step will be considering the effects of source 2, disable the other two sources, which is source 1 and source 3, and then find the I double primes or V double prime. The next step, or step number 3, considering the effects of source 3, disable the other two sources, which is source 1 and source 2, then find I triple primes or V triple primes. You can solve the I and the V by using any technique that you already learned in chapter 1 and chapter 2. And then do a summation of I1s or I prime plus with the I double prime plus I triple primes, or V prime plus V double primes and V triple primes.